Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna be doing a choose your own path story with one person, and
Yeah.
and apparently he says hi by yeah.
Hello, everybody. It's me, CptFluffyBunny.
Mhm. And so yeah, his link to his channel will be in the video description, like always. But anyways, so we'll start it out. So FB,
Yeah.
you wake up in a parking lot at night.
Was like, parents don't love me. You get out of here, you run. I will get up.
You get up.
Yes.
What do you do? You're standing up right now, looking at the building.
I will look surrounds.
You see an empty parking lot, except one vehicle.
What color is said vehicle?
It is red,
Okay.
and
I got
you're also in the middle of nowhere.
this. Uh,
So what are you gonna do? There is a building in front of you.
oh, you know what? Screw it. Breaking it ever. I'm going in.
You walk up the door. You hit the door. The door opens easily. It just opens.
Yeah.
You see a hallway, which leads to which has a right corner. Leads to a right
Alright.
turn. Do you follow it or do you look around that room?
I look around the rooms.
You look around the room, you see a desk and a chair, and you see a menu and all that, and then you see some books, and you see a sign saying, Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza."
Nope, 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 no, 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 no.
To clarify, your character does not know anything about Freddy Fazbear's.
Oofs. Okay, quite the establishment we got here.
You say this. Nothing responds.
Echo.
You hear an echo. You hear something move, but it's like faint.
Re.
You hear footsteps.
Nope, I'm not doing this. Head back to the door.
You go to the door, you turn around, you notice the door is shut.
Alright, hmm. I don't know what to do. Uh,
Do you want me to give you a choice?
I guess I'll just, break down the door.
You rush toward the door. You bounce back. The door does not budge.
I'm gonna try and open it.
You try to open it, but right before your hand goes to grab for it, you hear a click. And then as you grab it, you try to pull, it's locked.
That is a very cursy thing of you to do.
Hey, you said something before I could finish what I was gonna say, so I was gonna say after you ran into it, you shut it completely and it locked. But you didn't give me a chance to say that. So I made do and I went quickly with what I had.
Very cursy thing to do.
Anyways, So, what are you gonna do? You hear the footsteps stop.
Uh, look around for anything I can use.
You look around. There's some magazines, some books, but nothing else. And there's nothing in the room with you.
I'll pick a book.
Okay, you grab a book.
I look at the title of it.
The book says, um, uh, the book says how to walk.
I look how thick is the book.
The book is thick.
How
About
thick are we talking? Like, we talking Lord of the Rings thick, or are we talking Harry Potter thick?
I'm talking about like over 1,000 pages.
Yep, I'll do this one. This is gonna be useful.
Okay, you put it, you grab it. Do you put it in the backpack?
Yes.
Okay,
Also, wait, backpack?
yes. I'm being nice here. You put it in your backpack.
Alright, oh, thank God. Um, I'm gonna continue forward.
Okay, you continue forward. You're walking into a bookcase. You
I
use
move out of this room to the next one.
Okay, you walk and you turn right. You walk out the room. Place looks dark, like it's shut, like it's closed. You see a stage with nothing on it.
Windows.
There's no windows.
Oof.
And you don't and there's you also see a couple tables, a room, a corner where there's a whole bunch of plushies and a box. And you see a carousel type thing, and there's a corner with all the arcade machines, and then there's a room leading to your left that leads to a different room, and then there's another hallway leading down a hallway where you see a door that says parts and service room.
I am going to party like there is no tomorrow.
Okay, you do this.
I'm gonna grab all the plushies and then go play arcades.
Okay, you do this. About a couple minutes pass. You're in the middle of playing, and then you hear footsteps again. But these ones sound heavier.
Uh-ohs.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna pull out my book.
You pull out your book. You're still looking at the arcade machine.
I look around. I look behind me and around me.
You look around you and behind you, there's nothing there.
I look above me.
You look above you, there's nothing there.
I look below me.
You look below you, there's nothing there.
Okay. Just checking. I'll go back to playing Mortal Kombat now.
I'll be back.
Okay.
17. No. Okay, anyways, I'm back. So, you're staring at the you're looking at the arcade.
Yeah, I'm going back to my Mortal Kombat.
Okay, you do this. Pew, 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 pew. That's what you hear. Smackety doody smackies do. That's what you hear. Then
I don't know who thinks that that's what Mortal Kombat sounds like, but okay.
I'm just sitting there doing different sound effects in the actual game. Okay? Gotta worry about other things like copyright.
Good, like that punch. Kick.
Anyways,
Shook!
you hear, you hear, hmm, 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 hmm.
I look around me in every single direction.
You look down, nothing there. You look up, nothing there. You look to the left, nothing there. You look to the right, nothing there. You look forward, you see an arcade machine. You look back, you see something standing in the corner, but you can't quite make it out.
I try to look it out.
Try to look it out, okay?
Make it out.
You look,
I try to make it out.
okay. You look a little closer. You notice it looks like a bear.
Why not he's gonna get? Proceeds to pull out book.
It's just sitting there staring at you.
You want some bear?
Hmm?
I'll show you book.
He doesn't respond. It doesn't respond. The lights turn off, and the eyes of the lights of the eyes turn off. And now you can't. Now you can only see its silhouette.
Yo, dog, do you want to read a book?
You hear footsteps that's closer though. Heavy footsteps that are closer to you.
I look in whatever direction that's coming from.
You look toward that room, the second room that I told you about that was to the left of you. Right now it is still it's to your right now. And you see a mangled, broken animatronic sitting there looking up at you.
Do you want book?
It just stares at you.
If you want, I can give you book for free.
You hear den 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 den.
What?
You hear the music box.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun.
And you see the box start opening.
You want book?
You see something emerge from it.
You want book?
It says, "You won't die."
Do you want book?
And he says, and then you hear it say, "I don't hate you, but you need to stay out of my way."
I will. I'm just asking if you want a stupid book.
Looks at the book, looks at you, and says, "Sure."
Okay, here you go. Throws at her.
She grabs it and goes, "Was that meant to hit me?"
No.
Okay. And she floats away. And the puppet thing floats away.
There goes my only weapon.
Are you watching her as she's going by?
Yes.
You're watching her as she goes by. You see that bear thing's eyes turn back on.
No.
And it looks at you, then looks away and starts walking away.
Thank God.
And then you see it just stop. At the door, just stops. And then it looks back at you and motions you to follow.
No, gracias, señor.
But you can make it out now. It's in the light. It looks like Freddy Fazbear, like withered Freddy, but your character doesn't know who it is.
Certainly not. No, thank you, señor.
He motions faster.
Oh my God. If only I had my book.
We hear You hear something from the back behind you saying, "Now it's my turn to pull apart and put back together again."
And I'm going. Goodbye.
You
Alright,
start
then let's go.
you start running toward the bear. You get past the bear. The bear walks. You start going down the hall. You pass the puppet. Do you stop running?
Yes.
You stop running just before you hit the parts and service store. And so, and so, basically, you're stuck. You hear something moving inside the parts and service room.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna check my backpack. I'm gonna see if I have anything in it.
You have a flashlight. You have a flashlight and a weak axe.
Disappointment.
Hey, that weak axe can still protect you.
I know. I'm saying it to myself because as I've been the entire reason that I went and to go and look when I looked around in the first room was to see if I could find a flashlight. And I had them with me the entire time.
It's not my fault that you didn't look.
I pull a flashlight out and
You pull a flashlight out. It turns on. The light hits the metal door and it reflects into your eyes, and you almost get blinded. Did you forget I said you stopped right before you hit the door?
I thought the door was black.
It's a metal door.
It was black.
Most metal doors are not black. Most metal doors are silver or red.
I remember the door to the backstage room, or at least the part of the service room, being black. So.
Low lighting. It's actually gray.
Oh!
But it's metal, so the light will reflect off of it.
Ah! Ah!
It looks black because of the lighting in the game.
I wish I would have knew that like 3 seconds earlier.
Hey, I can only give you help on certain things.
Alright, well, time to open door. Open says me.
It's hard to push the door open, but you successfully pull the door open.
Flashlight, boys.
You flashlight, and as soon as you turn the flashlight on, you see a blue broken bunny staring right back at you with 2 red eyes looking at you.
What is my life? What is it?
You feel something pushing on you.
Out behind me.
You see the broken Freddy sitting pushing you inside.
Oh, don't touch me! I didn't touch you like that!
You're inside the room already. He shuts the door, and you hear, "You'll be safe in here."
From what?
From the killer.
Nani?
And then you see the bear shut down. You see all the withers inside, all the broken ram trunks inside shut down.
What convenient.
And you hear, wow. You hear, wow, they thought they could sit there and beat me in a game of hide and seek. Do you look toward the voice?
Yes.
You look toward the voice, you see a person come out of the shadows. He says, "Hey, are you the new night guard here?"
No.
And he says, "Well, anyways, little tip and advice is you shouldn't believe what these animatronics. They're not trustworthy. They've killed a lot of people."
Well, I just heard you say something about they thought that they could beat me at a game of hide and seek, so I'm gonna leave now.
You start trying to open the door won't open. He's like, really? The game of hide and seek so I don't die.
I don't believe you.
He's like, whatever suits you, Bubba. If you open that door, wait. Oh, I forgot to mention that door is only open from the outside. And if since Freddy shut the door, you're kind of stuck in here.
Then why are you in here? Of all places.
Because the last place they're gonna check is in the same room they are in.
There are 3 of them in here. That would be the first place they would check.
You'd be, and he says you'll be shocked. I sat here and waited for about. He checks his watch. He says for about 4 to 5 hours, and they still haven't checked here.
How?
Because they expect people to sit there and hide far away from where they are. And you hear one of the suits, and FB, you hear one of the suits turning on. You can either you can stop distracting him, or you can distract him.
I'll distract him.
Okay, so you need to talk to him.
So, what's your career?
Says, "Oh, I'm the secondary night guard here.
Then why aren't you working?
I am working. I'm trying to survive to be able to work.
You're hiding in a corner.
Yeah, I'm hiding in the corner so I don't die.
I literally got here like 10 minutes ago, and I've been through more things so far than you that I've seen you go through.
He says, have you been here for 4 nights?
No, I was also left on the street in the middle of a parking lot.
That's weird. Why were you left there?
I don't know. I think my parents finally left to go get milk. Except they couldn't afford the house anymore, so they just dropped me off on the curb.
And then they both hear you hear sing, time to face the consequences of your actions. And he says, you hear the guy say, so you were trying to distract me.
Bonnie, what the?
He disappears. He walks back into the shadows. Bonnie sits there and comes around the corner. And he says, looks around. He's like, "Who are you talking to?"
Bonnie, you ruined everything. You ruined the entire plan.
What do you mean?
There was some man's right ears, and he was saying not to trust you guys. I trusted you guys, so I distracted him so you guys could get behind him and take him out. And then you guys just sat there and you did the loudest noise possible.
Do you want to take a look around the room?
Yes.
You notice the fox is missing.
Where's the fox? Where's Fox?
You will pay for what you have done. And you see the guy get thrown out from the shadows.
Oh, wow. Thank you for somebody actually following along with the plan. Foxy, my man.
Bonnie sits there, says, we had our own plan. We knew he was there. We just kept him having hope.
That's dark.
And now, mister, it's your turn.
Wait, what?
He grabs you. He lifts you up. Freddy activates and says, Bonnie, no, he's not the killer. He's just a random innocent who showed up at our doorstep. We need to show him the kindness he deserves. Bonnie says, but he's wearing purple.
Wait, what?
You're not. You're wearing a color that when he has red eyes, so his vision's red. So from his view, you're wearing a purple.
Yeah, dude, I'm wearing black and white. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright.
Sorry, I have to check food and all that.
Alright.
Okay, so he looks again and he's like, Oh, you look like you're wearing purple.
No.
He sets you down. You feel something stab into your leg.
I turn around.
You see the guy sitting there holding a knife and that's stabbed into your leg. He's like, you ain't going nowhere. Pulls a
I
knife.
put my I go into my backpack and pull out an axe.
You pull out the axe. He looks at it and he's like, how's that? What damage is that gonna do?
Throws at him.
You miss him. And you hit the.
Ah! He's stabbing my leg.
Your leg is stabbed, so you're sitting there losing balance as you're trying to throw this thing. And you throw it, it hits the ground, and it breaks. Right next to him, though.
I pull out my flashlight. I get down on the ground and I slap him.
You pull your flashlight out, you slap him. He goes. He looks at you and goes, "You'll be my last one." He reaches his hand up with the knife.
No.
He brings it down, but then Foxy grabs his arm. And the guy's like, "Let me go, you stupid fox." You hear the fox
Now
say,
you get it.
"You hear the fox say, yar, that's not a nice thing to say." You see Fox
I hit him with the
dig
back
into.
of my thingy, my flashlight.
You do.
Bam.
You hit him, and he goes, and he's like, "Ow!" And then you see, as he says "ow," you see that Fox dig the hook into his back.
Woo! Get him!
He's like, "Ah!"
Peelong's down! Peelong's down!
Foxy lifts him up and says, "Yar, it's time for your turn." And walks over to his suit, stuffs him inside the suit, and goes, slap! And you see his suit go, you hear him start screaming. It says, "Yar, that'll take care of him."
Woo!
And then he walks away. The suit comes to a stop of shaking, of twitching and all that. Freddy reaches his hand down to pick you up. Do you accept his hand, or do you...
Yes.
You grab his hand, he lifts you up, and he says, "See? We're not so bad."
I never said you guys were bad. I was just upset because I thought Bonnie would follow along with what I was doing.
And he says, "Wait, are you trying to tell me you're not the night guard? This first night guard that's supposed to be here?"
I am like 3 times shorter than you know.
Night guards are going to be 2 times shorter than them, too.
I said 3.
Yeah, 3 times shorter. You're an adult in this one. But you still have a mindset of a child.
I am a child mentally.
But you think in this, you do think you're a child. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
That's fine.
Um, sorry guys, but I have to go help people make food and all that. Anyways, so back to it. So what are you gonna do now?
Uh, I would ask him to help because I am bleeding. I have the stab wound in my leg.
You ask him. He looks down. And he says, "I can help you. Follow me." He breaks the door open again,
Huh.
and he walks out. And he's like, "Puppet." You hear, "Yes, Freddy. My friend here's bleeding out. Do you have anything you can help him with?" She says, "Yeah, we have something, but he might not like it."
But that's supposed to mean
And she's like, "Follow me."
okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Right.
Okay, I'm back. Okay,
Right.
and she says, "Follow me."
Okay.
She starts walking into a different. She starts going back the way you came to the main room. She goes to the Pirates Cove, the kids' cove. She's like,
Mhm.
"This is the kids' cove," and you see a door on the wall. She goes to the door. She messes with it a bit, and then the door opens, and she's like, "Inside."
Okay.
Do you walk in?
Yes.
You walk in. She comes in after. She shuts the door. You see a suit sitting on the ground.
No.
She says, "That's the only other way."
You don't. What?
We don't have medical supplies here. We don't. We're closed. They took the medical medicine and all that out for the new location.
But can't we just take like a cloth of like the stuff that's on the tables?
That stuff's probably diseased, unless you want to die of a disease. And it's only temporarily. You don't have to worry. The suit doesn't have spring locks in it.
So I just have to sit in the suit and bleed out for a bit.
Yes. It's better than having someone come in as your see a stab wound. It will look better than just having a stab wound.
I mean,
Because technically, by law, you are breaking and entering. If you're in a suit, they will think that you're an employee here that accidentally triggered a spring lock, or at least one of the spring locks, and you need help getting the suit off.
okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Anyways, guys, so basically, I have to do dinner. I have to work with help people do dinner, and that's why I'm coming back and going, coming back and going. This will be a series too. I will have a series on this.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, so yeah, you're still staring at the suit while Puppet's talking to you. What you gonna do?
I'm just gonna go die then. Yes, I'll die.
You put the suit on. You notice it doesn't have spring locks in it. She says, now.
No.
She says, now all you have to do is play like the suit's not. You have to play like stay still, just in case, so they can, so that people that will come will take the thing.
Okay.
I'll be back. She opens the door. She leaves the door open. You hear something going off, and then you hear picked up, and you hear Puppet talking. You can't make out what she's saying. You hear her come back. She comes back and says, "Okay, they are on their way. Hold tight. Hey, Freddy." Freddy's like, "Yes, Puppet." Puppet says, "Stay here. Make sure no one touches him." It's like, "Okay, Puppet." He walks in. He sits down next to you and he looks at you and says, "Hey, so how was your day?"
Good until now.
He says, "Don't worry, we'll make it better. We always make people's day better."
I'll be the test of that, I guess.
You hear sirens start showing up. Here you hear sirens in the back, like faint sirens.
Wait, so you guys could have just called the hospital?
No, we called 911. There's an ambulance out there. I think it's an ambulance, unless it's the cops. And then we're just kind of go. Then we all have to sit here and pretend like work's turned off, and
Okay, but I could have came up with a straight alibi. And
well,
that's not completely believable. But at the same time, like, it's the best thing I got.
Puppet normally has the best. It keeps us safe from all them law things, and keeps it from us from getting in trouble, torn apart, and all that. So you see Puppet come in with a couple of from medical officers and all that.
Okay.
They look at you. She points toward the suit. They look at the suit and they say, you hear him say, "Thank you, Puppet thing." She says, "No problem." She kind of floats off. They come over and they ask, "Are you okay?
No.
Where does it hurt?"
My entire leg.
Mm.
I am slowly dying on the inside.
Can you still move it?
I mean, I guess. I'm not sure if I can after how long I've been bleeding out for, but possibly.
Can you try to move it?
Okay.
You move barely. You move your leg barely. They say
Okay.
that's good. Do you know how to get the suit off?
I'm back.
Okay. They say that's good. You can still move it. That's good. They say, do you know how to get the suit off?
No, I do not.
Okay, well then we're gonna test some things, because we need to get the suit off right away, and as slowly as possible. Because if this thing is spring locked and we trigger one of them, you're basically dead.
No, this thing ain't spring locked.
You look. Do you look at Freddy?
Yes.
You look at him and you see his eyes like he's saying, "Why would you tell him that?"
Because these are government officials. Or they're not government officials. I don't know. They're officials of some sort. If I lie to them, they're gonna. Once they figure it out, I'm kind of screwed.
they say if you see Freddy's eyes kind of saying like the knife injury looks like a spring look injury. Anyways, they say okay, that makes it easier. They lift off the suit and they see the wound. They're like, so did someone stab you?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'll be back.
Alright.
Plates are right there. Did you find the plates and stuff? Yeah. Welcome. Okay, I'm back.
Alright.
They ask if you can walk.
I tried to walk.
You start walking. Barely, though.
So I guess your answer is yes.
I say, okay. We're gonna take you to the ambulance, and then we're gonna patch you up, but then you should be fine.
Alright.
They take you to the ambulance, they patch you up. You're fine.
Okay.
They
Yay.
say, you can be on your way now.
Yay.
Okay, mind if we ask why you're out here in the middle of nowhere?
That's what I want answered.
Like, you wanna ride into town?
Sure.
Okay then. They get into their ambulance, they try to start the engine won't start. They try again, still won't start. They try a third time, still won't start. They get out and like, well, we may be stuck.
I mean, I am alive. That's all I care about at this point.
Anyway, you pull. Do you go back inside the place?
Sure.
You go back inside the place. Puppy's like, what are you doing here? I thought
We
you
have,
were.
we have nowhere else to go. The
Isn't
car won't.
weird.
Yes.
Well, I guess you're staying for dinner, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah. Chica, make some pizza.
Oh.
You hear chicken go, yes, pizza.
Mm.
You hear footsteps receding into the kitchen. Comes out with quoting 3, 4, 5, no, 6 boxes of pizza.
Jeez.
Sets it on the table. She says, pizza, and walks away.
Thank you.
You hear her say, no problem, pizza, and walks away again. Continues walking away. What do you do?
Me, so I'll eat some of the pizzas.
You open the pizza box. You see each one has a different flavor. There's cheese, pepperoni, 3 meat, Hawaiian. Basically all the flavors of pizza.
Mm.
You eat some pizza.
Yes.
Do you look around?
Yes.
You look around. You notice something staring at you, or staring in your direction.
I look at it.
What's up? You look at it. It looks back at you.
I grab flashlight. Flash, flash, flash.
You flash it. You see it's yellow.
Where?
But you turn the light off as well. Because you flashed it. Flashed it.
I turn back on the light.
You turn back on the light. You notice it's a chicken, but it looks different. It looks like Toy Chica, but you already know.
It's Toy Chica?
It looks like Toy Chica, but your character doesn't know.
Oh, okay. Is that Chica?
You hear it mouth. You see its mouth move. You look at what it's saying. You can tell what it's saying. It's pizza.
Do you want some?
As soon as you say that, the eyes open wider.
Yes. I'm guessing.
It starts walking toward the table slowly.
Spare me, please, God.
Yeah, that's Fortnite. No, and it has stuff you can pay for, but you don't have to pay to play it. It is Fortnite. It's an ad for Fortnite. It's a special ad they have for a certain thing. Anyways, so It gets to the table. It grabs a slice and starts eating.
Yeah. What are all these awkward pauses?
Nothing, just waiting for you to say what you're gonna do next.
Well, there's nothing to do. I guess I'll just sit there. It's up to you.
I don't know. It's up to you, really. I don't know. It's up to you.
I'm down for really whatever.
Now would be kind of a good time too, but we can continue if you'd like.
As I said, it's up to you. If you want to continue, we can continue. If you don't want to continue, we can not continue.
So it's still staring at you, and well, it's looking at you now while eating.
Alright. Please spare me.
It looks at you and then walks over to you and gives you a big hug.
Okay, please.
It's still hugging you.
Okay.
It lets go and walks off.
Bye-bye.
You see a bunny come walking up to you, but it looks not broken. And it says, looks like you made a new friend.
I guess so.
You see that same chicken start walking back up to you. But it's holding something that you can't quite make it out.
I pull a flashlight.
You pull a flashlight out. You see nothing because the light is off.
Darn.
You can turn it on.
I turn on.
Okay, you turn it on, you see it's a cupcake. It reaches up to you and holds out the hand holds the cupcake out to you, like it's handing it to you.
I'll ask her if she wants me to take it.
She looks at you and kind of nods a little, up and down.
I'll grab the cupcake.
You grab the cupcake, and the bunny says, "Wow, she doesn't do that with anybody." I guess you really made a friend.
I mean, it seems like most of the chickens here like pizza, so.
Yeah, we've offered them pizza too before, but they never handed us a cupcake. Their cupcake.
Thank you.
She nods and walks away.
Yeah.
She's sitting on the stage. She sits on the stage, but she's still looking at you, watching you.
I'll look at her back.
You look at her back. She looks at you. She looks away for a bit. You can notice something kind of glowing on her face.
I pull out the flash of light.
You do this.
Doo-doo-doo.
You don't see anything. You can't see the light glowing on her face anymore.
Huh.
Do you turn the light off?
Sure.
You turn the light off, you see the glowing again.
I'll put that back and make the.
You look a little harder. You notice her cheeks are kind of glowing. It's her cheeks that are glowing. And that bunny says, "What are you trying to make out?"
Seems like her cheeks are glowing or something.
He looks at it, he's like, "Oh, I know what that is."
What is that?
Nothing. And he walks away.
Now I'm scared.
Freddy comes up the broken Freddy comes up and says, "So, what happened?"
I honestly don't know. Her cheeks just start glowing, and he basically just pulled a parent on me and said he'll tell me when I'm older.
Oh, that's just toy Bonnie. What were you guys talking about when he did this?
Hmm?
Where the broken Freddy says, "Wait, what were you talking about when he did this?"
That about why her cheeks are glowing.
And he says, "No, it's okay." That's good. And he says, interesting.
Yeah.
And he's like, maybe you should go ask her.
Okay. They walk over to her.
You walk over to her. She looks up at you and kind of turns her head sideways and says, like she doesn't like asking why you're here, but not saying a word.
Why are your cheeks glowing?
She looks around a lot, and then she pulls out like a mirror type of thing. It's something that reflects, and says, and then gives a confused type of look. Her cheeks aren't glowing anymore.
Huh. Okay, dokie. Now just quiet. I'm just standing there. She just. Guess I'll just go back to the table then.
Okay, you walk back to the table. You sit back down. The the bunny thing, the same bunny that said nothing, comes back into the same room.
Hello.
Says, "Hey."
Do you want some?
Says, I'm good. We've had pizza for a while.
Mm. Okay.
And then you hear the bunny said, "So what do you play?
Will I play?
What instrument do you play?"
I don't play an instrument. I mean, I can play the ukulele a little bit.
He says, aren't you you're the new band member. Aren't you supposed to be? What instrument do you play? If you're supposed to be the new band member, what are you talking about?
I I don't remember agreeing to this.
You have to keep in mind that they think you're an animatronic. The toys, well, some of the toys do.
So, uh, I'm not robot.
And he says, "Don't be silly. You're just missing your costume."
I'm not a robot. I will explain it to you when you're older.
He says, "Okay," and he walks
Do
away.
do I look like I'm laughing?
And he walked away already. And then an unbroken bear that looks bigger, wider, walks up to you and he says, "Well, hey there. What was that about?"
I don't know. He said that I am is I was it. He said that I'm a robot. Did I say no?
He says, weird. He may still have that. He may still be confused that you're thinking you're an endoskeleton.
Hmm. That surely won't end some. That surely won't go bad in the future. Final last words.
And he says, "Oh, well, anyways, enjoy your dinner."
You want some?
He says, "Oh, yeah, sure, I'll take some."
Okay.
He grabs a slice. He's like, "Thank you."
No problem.
And he walks away while eating the slice. The officials, the medical staff that was there is like, they say, I'm gonna go try the vehicle, see if it was gonna start now.
Okay.
They walk off. They go out the door. They go to start the vehicle. They come back in and like it's not starting.
Can we walk?
If you want to walk 1,000 miles, I'm pretty sure we can. If you want to walk that much,
And then fine staying here then.
like that's what I thought. Like I'm pretty honest, I'm not gonna walk all. They all both of them say, I'm pretty honest, I'm not gonna walk all that way. Doesn't this place have a phone?
I don't know. I guess.
The puppet says, yeah, we do. But they say, can we use it? Yeah, you can use it, but there's no guarantee you can get service. We sometimes don't get service out here. Like they walk, both of them walk to where their phone is. After a while. They come back. They say, well, looks like we're gonna stay here for a few. They'll send a search party.
Hey, Papa, if you don't mind me asking, why'd you guys choose to come all the way out here?
Oh, because before everything happened, there was a lot of people that come out down this highway. So we built the place. They built the place here to get a lot more money.
But why would you build it so far away from the city? If you build it somewhere like close to the city, then there's a lot more people for you to drag in with your commercials, and it's a lot quicker to get there. So it's a lot more, available.
She says we didn't build it. The company built it, and when the company built it, there was a city here. But then they decided to move the city farther away. So our building was left here because no one really cared enough to move us. So they just left us here just in case people came by. They can make money from this place. Other than that, they just left after that. They haven't came back yet.
Huh. Why is this place closed down?
Oh, for one, the money profits started going down, and for two, of an accident that we just won't mention.
You can tell me.
And as you say that, you see Mango kind of lower her ears and walk back into the Pirate's Cove.
But excuse me, God. I'll go follow them. I'll go
Okay,
follow
you walk.
Mango.
You follow her into the room. She's sitting in the corner, laying down, just laying down.
You okay?
What do you do? She's laying down in the corner, not even looking toward the door.
Hello?
She moves her head a little, but doesn't respond. I
I'll
love
walk
it.
over to them.
I love it. It tastes
Boo.
delicious. You walk over, you go boo, and she kind of shakes you off, like trying to tell you to leave. But
What's the wrong?
she starts getting a little agitated.
What's the wrong?
One sec. She gets up and she looks toward you and says, "I'm the reason why we closed down, okay?" And she lays back down. She kind of snapped. She kind of basically raised her tone toward you, giving you an attitude.
He's okay.
You heard me, right?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay. She says, "No, it's
She
not
gave
okay."
me
She says, "No, it's not okay. I ruined everything for my friends, so now, and they can't do what they want to love."
Well, what if I fix something? What if I fix it for you? I mean, technically, I'm an adult, physically, so I could technically open this place back up if I really wanted to.
She looks at you and says, "You would do that for us?"
Yeah, of course. I would even move over to the city if you absolutely wanted to.
Then she's like, "It won't work.
What do you mean?
We are property of Fazbear Entertainment. You'd have to talk to them."
Hmm. Oh, well, now what? I mean,
Puppet.
it's really shot, I guess, right?
One sec. What'd you say?
It is really shot, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Peppa comes in and says, "What's wrong?"
She said because she's the reason that this place went down, and so I'm trying to find a way to fix it.
Technically, you can reopen this place.
That's what I told her.
Because Fazbear Entertainment relinquished their ownership of us once they left us here. I saw their will. They just left the will sitting here doing nothing. It's in the office.
Well, there we go. We just need to scrap up enough money to move this place. And it's set money on the side to fix this place up, and we should be ready to go.
She says, "There is a safe in this building.
Just the problem is we have to find it first.
It's in the Matt Parsons service room. She'll be next to the suit that Foxy stuffed that guy in."
Huh. Alright, let's go.
Which one are you going for? The money or the safe or the will first?
Actually, let's go to the well first, because the second that somebody sees that, then it's very possible that they'll shut our place down.
Okay, you walk. You make it to the.
Relinquish of the will.
You walk into the office. You see paperwork thrown everywhere.
Geez, what happened here?
Oh, there was a fight. The other night guard who was nice to us had a fight with the guy, and he didn't make it out alive.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We tried to help him as best we could, but we were shut down because it hit 6, and we don't know where the guy went.
Hmm. Well, I'll reopen this place and I'll get you all back doing what you guys love if it's the last thing I do.
Let's say, she says thank you. Oh, here's the wheel, by the way. She picks it off the table.
Good, now we just need to dispose of it. Actually, what's written in the will anyways?
It says to anyone, whoever finds this may have this pizzeria.
Huh. At least when I tear this up then.
And everything inside.
Perfect. Now we just need now we just need to go grab the money, show these people this, and well, we should be good to go.
And as you say that, you hear a jump scare.
Oh boy. I run over to the jump scares.
You see Toy Bunny had slapped Toy Chica.
What's going on here?
Toy Chica runs behind you and said, "He hit me."
Bunny? Why?
He says, "I don't know. She deserved it.
Okay, but why did you do it? No.
Because she deserved it."
We're gonna have to go in timeout if you don't give any other reason than she deserved it.
When Freddy comes up and he says, "He hit her for no reason. He's just
Go in the
jealous."
timeout corner.
Toy Bunny's like, "No."
Technically, I'm gonna become the new owner of this place, so timeout.
He's like, "No." Where Freddy's like, "I got this." Toy Bunny's like, "No, no, no." Where the Freddy just picks him up and just throws him into the parts of service room, and he's like, "We've got a problem." He calls with a Foxy over. With Foxy's like, "Yar, what?" And he says, "Did you move that suit that was here that has the guy inside of it?" And Foxy's like, "Yar, no, matey. Why would I do that?" And the Freddy's like, "Then we've got a problem."
Alright. Crap. I'll put the will in my pocket and we'll go investigate.
What are you investigating?
The moving body.
Which room are you gonna look in?
The parts and service room.
Yeah, I think that's Nova Spin only though. I don't know though. I think so somehow. Anyways. Yeah. We did it. You did the red on the overlay. Anyways, did you say parts and service room?
Yes.
Okay, you're in the parts and service room. You see nothing, but you see a door though. Like a door in the shadow. You barely see it.
Flashlight.
You turn the flashlight on. It's a door,
Uh,
and you see a golden suit moved aside from it. Like something moved a golden bear. Like something moved the suit. Moved it manually.
huh. So, I think I may be at the wrong place.
Hmm?
I think I may be at the wrong place.
What do you mean?
I feel like I'm near Kids Cove.
No, you're not.
Okay.
You're in parts and service right now.
Okay. I don't know where I am.
You're in parts and service room staring at a door.
Okay,
where a golden suit is manually been moved away from the door.
I opened the door.
You open the door, you see some stairs that go down. Where the phrase says, "Oh, that's just our basement."
Okay, one, why do you guys have a basement? Two, is there anything important down there? And three, why?
We have a basement because that's where they store all the and electrical and stuff like that. And they're only there's not much important unless you count electrical stuff like that. And as he says that, the power shuts off.
Well, good they have a flashlight.
And he's like, "Good thing our eyes glow up." And you see bright beams of light start show up where they're looking.
Alright, let's go down.
And with the phrase like, "You sure you want to go down first?"
Well, I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
It's like, okay then. You start walking down the stairway.
Okay.
It starts getting you start getting a little cold.
These chilies down here.
Where the phrase says, "It's because the AC turned off."
So shouldn't it be hot?
No, because the AC is keeping it warm. It's the middle of winter.
Isn't it? You mean air conditioning?
Yeah, that's what AC stands for.
Yeah, isn't that?
Air conditioning can do either hot or warm.
Okay, fair enough. It's chilly.
I said I would offer to keep you warm, but there's nothing to keep you warm with.
It's fine.
The only other place they would keep you warm is inside one of the suits, and I don't think you want to get inside one of us.
It's fine. I keep myself swarms.
Okay. And he's like, "Wait a minute," and he stops for a second. He pulls a blanket out. And he's like, "Here."
Alright, one word you find that, and two, thank you.
He said, "Oh, I found it laying on the edge of the railing."
Huh.
People lose a lot of stuff down here.
Huh. What kind of people?
Night guards, security guards, engineers, electricians, kids.
Huh.
Only kids, because the engineers and stuff are stupid enough to bring their kids down there.
Huh. Anyways, keep it down then.
You finally get down to the bottom of the stairs. You see, there's a hallway, and there are two ways going left and right, and one going forward. Phrase like, "We've mapped this whole place out. It's easy. Left brings us to the AC controls."
Yes, left brings us to the left.
He says left brings you to the AC controls, air conditioning controls. Right brings you to the electrical. Forward should bring you into the second parts and storage room.
Huh. Neat.
But we don't know what's inside the second parts and storage room because we were never allowed in.
Anyways, let's go.
Which way are you going? You have left, right, forward.
Let's head over to where the electronics are.
Okay, you go right. You get to a generator that you see flipped. It's been switched off.
Oh, well, then we'll just...
Yeah, you flip it on. You hear a generator starting up. Very first says, "You're gonna have to give it a few. It's gonna take it a bit to start up."
Okay. Well, let's head up. Let's head up while we wait.
You think you're not gonna turn the air conditioning on, or
Oh yeah.
you walk over to the air conditioning? You notice how it looks like it's supposed to be on.
It seems like it's already on.
He's like, "Huh, weird." And he looks and he follows the cables and he's like, "Oh, That's why it's not turning on.
It's unplugged, isn't it?
Nope. The wires are torn.
I have his blanket.
Look, just give us a second. We'll fix it. Hey, Bonnie, go take care of it. Bonnie's like, looks at with Frey and goes, really? And Frey's like, you're the only one with open wires. He's like, what about with the Chica, huh? Why can't she do it? But Frey says, do you think she's gonna fit? And plus, she's not down here with us. The only two ones we went with him here are us as you, me, and the human.
Yes.
He's like, oh, fine. He goes over to it. You start warming up.
Huh.
He's like, there, now we'll stay on completely.
Thank you.
He's like, no problem.
There you go.
We start walking. You hear noise coming from the second person storage room. You're the last one to go up the stairs. The others are already up, going up the stairs. You're the only one who hears it. Because you're still down there.
Guys, I heard a noise down here.
They look down and told you like, what type of noise?
A not supposed to be here noise.
Well, then check it out. Here's a taser. That's all we could find.
That's fine.
What are you gonna do?
I go down there.
You go forward. You find a door. Do you want to try to open it?
Yes.
You open the door. You see something moving inside.
Hello, room service.
You see it stop moving and it says, oh, thank gosh, finally someone came to save me. I've been trapped down here. And he says, I've been trapped down here.
Flashlight.
You turn the flashlight on. You see a suit. It looks like a raw animatronic. Looks like Spring Bonnie.
I look inside of it.
It's too dark to tell. Even with a flashlight.
No, thank you.
You feel like a wind of breeze push you inside type of thing.
I swear to God, the door shuts and locks behind me.
It does.
Ah!
And he's like, no, I'm serious. I need help. I'm trapped. I can't get out.
Now I can't get out.
Well, if you help me out, I can get you out.
What do you need?
I need you to untie me.
Why would I do that?
Well, if you don't want to get out, I can't help you. I can't reach the door from here.
But why though?
It's fun then. Sit there and wait.
Well, I'm just saying, we had an incident with somebody in a suit like this earlier, and I'm not planning on taking any chances.
And he says, oh, so that's what that commotion was up there. And is that suit still there?
Not from where I'm aware.
And he's like, huh. Well, maybe I can. What did it look like?
I don't know. I was stabbed in the leg. I was on the ground.
What did the guy look like, at least?
Purple suit. Obviously gay, but we haven't had the talk yet.
He's like, okay, that's good enough. I can try to locate him in my scanner. You hear beep, 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 beep. He's like, don't worry, it's not gonna explode. It's just a scanner.
Oh god!
Like, huh? That's weird. It's saying he's in this room, over in one of the corners. Do you have a flashlight on you?
That's what I've had in my hand just about the entire time.
He's like, well, I'm sorry, I'm turned around. How am I supposed to see you have a flashlight?
It's fine, but yeah, I have a flashlight. I looked in the corner.
You see nothing in the front left.
I looked in the corner.
You see nothing in the back left. Well,
I,
the door left.
I look at the corner.
You see nothing in the front, the wall right, back right, basically.
Dear God, I look in the corner.
You see something sitting down in the last corner.
What?
It's like, what is it?
It's something.
Well, if you untie me, I can probably take care of it. Because it is scanning the life forms.
I'll untie him then.
You go over it, you see it, there's like a chain on it. You find a padlock and a key. And you find a padlock that requires a key. It's like the key's somewhere in this room.
I have the key.
What is the key?
A key.
Let me see the key. He looks like, show me the key.
I show him the key.
He's like, that's a different key to something else. Where would that go for? Have you checked the secret room? Because there's supposed to be a locked door for a secret room down here somewhere.
Convenience. Alright. Well, time to go super rave mode.
Do you want to look around the room first?
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, you see the key, but it's right next to that. Yeah, the person that's sitting down. The thing looks deactivated though.
I'll walk over and take it.
As you walk closer, the guys, you hear things. You hear the thing. You hear them trunk that's tied up, saying "Careful." It is scanning a life form, but it is weak. You get close to it. You still go to reach for the key. You grab the key, but then it grabs your hand, and it says, "Ha ha ha! I told you I'd get you."
I kick it.
You kick it. It goes, "Wow,
I kick it.
wow!" And he grabs your foot. And he says, "Now, if you would have listened." 1 sec. He says, "Now, if you would have listened, we'd been out of here right now."
I'm so tempted to kick you again.
Do it.
Tap.
He throws you against the wall.
I didn't kick you.
Still. Anyways, I don't throw you so you can listen to me. Now, I'll give you one last chance.
For
Either
what?
you help me escape, and I'll help you escape too, or you will pay the consequence.
So it's either everyone outside dies or I die.
Almost. True. But if you help me escape, there may not me to kill everyone else. But that's not guaranteed either. That thing that's tied up says don't believe him. And it says, "Oh, don't you want to help your friend Fred Bear?"
Oh, Fredbear.
You don't remember, do you? The thing that's tied up says, "Don't believe him. That's not Fredbear. The Fredbear's my brother, and that's not my brother."
Every day.
And he says, then he says, "You do not remember? I remember seeing you when you were a child, when you were young."
Mom, Dad, stop fighting.
"We are not I am not. We're not your mother and dad." "What's your answer? You gonna help me or not?"
No.
He's like, "Oh well." Comes over, picks you up.
Kick.
You kick him. He goes. He pulls his hand out, arm out farther to where you can't, and he grabs you by your throat.
I punch arm.
You hurt your arm. You hurt your hand. And he kicks open the door and he says, "Well, time to find something special for you." He takes the key that you had.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay. He walks. He starts walking down the hall. He has the key that you had. He unlocks a door. And he walks in. And you see his suit sitting down on the floor.
Kick.
You can't reach him with your feet. You punch his arm, you hurt the other arm.
Swing.
You start giving your neck an Indian burn.
Bite.
How are you gonna bite when he has hands on your neck? You can't reach your head down to bite him. And you'd probably break your teeth.
I scratch him.
You make a scraping sound, like on nails on chalkboard. And he's like, "Oh, you better stop."
No.
He's like, "Okay then." He kicks the suit. The suit opens up a little, and he stuffs you inside, and he shuts the suit, and he's like, Better play. You can be very still." And he walks out and shuts the door and locks it.
You know, always I would die. Didn't think this would be one of them.
Who says you're gonna die?
Alright. Let me rephrase that. One of the ways I could die.
Mm. You hear footsteps outside. You hear a thud. You hear a thud and a metal, something metal hitting the floor.
Oh boy.
You see the door start about breaking, getting broken in. You see the door break off its hinges and fall to the ground. You see something blue. You see a blue hand come in, missing a blue arm that's missing a hand. The blue hand, You just see something silver and a blue.
The dead body that you.
You hear what? Who's in here? And
Look at the.
you see withered Bonnie come in.
Oh. Yeah, this is good. In the suit.
He looks over at Sue. He's like, "How'd you get in there?"
I don't know. Maybe you should ask the guy. Who stuffed me in here.
You see the guy that the suit that stuffed you in there, it's laying on the ground, like a deactivated type of thing.
Huh. Neat.
And he's like, that's a little hard. That's a little hard to ask him right now," says the bunny. And he's like, "Hold on, let me try to get you in." And he looks in and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah, it's been a walk.
stay very still. I'll be back."
Alright.
He walks out. After a couple of minutes later, you hear multiple footsteps coming in. You see all the toys. You see the wizards standing there in front of you. You see Puppet come floating in. He's like, you hear Puppet say, "What's wrong, Bonnie?" And you hear Bonnie say, that new guy. He's stuck in a suit."
You know,
And Puppet looks over and he's like, you see Puppet's face go like into a worried face.
oh yeah.
Do you want to look at the tone of the color of the suit is?
Yes.
It's black.
Nani?
Has black and you can see a red bow tie.
I'm having trouble connecting the dots.
And you can see both the jaw line. You can see both teeth. They're white, but they're in like a U shape. And you can see that it has 5 fingers.
I gotta look at that real fast. Continue though.
You still haven't connected what suit it is?
No.
Look in Discord.
Oh.
You get it now? Is it catching on?
Oh.
Is it catching on? Except it does have it has both eyes. Papa says, Papa says, the only way to get you out is to risk of the spring locks going off.
Well, that or I starve here.
Oh, if you really wanted to stay there, we would feed you. We'd have to.
Well, I would die. I am in the suit. I'd rather die. I with spring locks than die of age.
And you hear that one that guy that spring the bunny thing. So it's like, hey, hey, I know how to get him out without a spring lock going off. Puppet says, how? There's a crank on the side of the face that should be that rewinds the spring locks further back to where you can pop off the head, and then after that, then you should be fine with the spring locks. The spring lock should deactivate and won't snap at all. But first, can you get me out? Puppet's like, sure. You hear chains breaking. He's like, thank you. I've been trapped down here forever. And he walks in and he's like, I'll help him. You see that bunny thing walk up to you. You feel its hand get placed on on the shoulder of the suit, and it looks around. And he says, so you got one problem. And he looks toward the other and he said, we need to find the crank.
I mean, it's just more sitting here. I don't have a problem with that.
And Foxy's like, alright, matey, is this it? He pulls out like a weird looking crank and he's like, yeah. And the Bonnie's like, yes, that is it, actually. Thanks, Foxy. He's like, alright, no problem.
All this is amazing. The convenience of all this is lucky and is just hilarious.
And the bonnet grabs it from him and he puts the crank in. You feel like the sprinklers are about to go off.
Well, guess I'll die.
And then he starts cranking the thing back and you feel the spring lock start slowly easing off.
Thank God.
And you hear click. He's like, I don't know what that click means.
Neither do I.
Give it a few seconds. If it doesn't trigger, then you're fine. But still, do
Alright.
not. If it doesn't trigger, do not sit there and move around. Still, wait until you hear like 3 clicks, and it should mean you can we can start taking off the suit. And he starts doing it again. He's like, it's fine. You hear click, click,
Mm.
and he's like 2, and you hear, and he goes ding, and he starts rewinding. You hear click, click, snap. Nothing goes off though.
Huh.
You notice how he stopped cranking though.
What does that mean?
He's like,
Just
so
got dusted.
no, it broke.
Well, that's just going.
He throws it against the wall. It bounces back, and it knocks off a crate full of cranks. He's like, ooh, that's nice. He pulls up another one, starts cranking. You hear click, click, click.
Again, the convenience of a god.
Hey, it's in a down basement, so it's a basement, so they're gonna carry all the stuff that they need for the pizzeria. So he's like,
What's the I'm not trying to say that this shouldn't happen because I want to, but at the same time, you gotta think of the convenience of that. He has to throw it at the right angle to hit the correct wall, hopefully it bouncing off, and conveniently just so happens to be the direct angle of which it would knock over the crank box.
and he's like, okay, seems like we can start taking it off, but there is a systematic thing we have to do with it. First has to come with the arms. The arms have to come off first. And he starts wiggling the left arm. And he pulls it off, and he's like, seemed to be fine. He lightly sets it down on the floor. And he starts wiggling the right arm. It comes off, but it snags on your clothing.
Oof.
He's like, it won't come off. And he looks in, he's like, oh, because it's snagged on your clothing. He pulls it back a little, and then loosens your clothing. He pulls it off. And he sets it down on the ground. He's like, so now that we got both arms off,
Yeah.
the next thing that needs to come off is the head. The head has 2 parts. You're gonna need to be absolutely still for this. If you don't,
Okay.
it could go badly. No matter what you feel, he starts reaching inside the suit. And you feel the hand start tickling a little. And he clicks a button on the inside of it. And then you hear clink, clink. And he pulls the top part off, and he's like, hey, how you doing?
Good.
Like, okay, you can start moving a little, but do not move too much.
I'm not gonna.
If you have to sneeze, hold it in. You sneeze, you could end this completely wrong. Now, the only problem is, we have to somehow get your legs off. The legs off now.
Mm.
So we're gonna need you to start trying to stand up a little.
Alright.
Careful, though. Puppet's like, can't I just lift him up? And the bonnet looks at him and is like, if you want the spring locks to go off. Puppet's like, okay, sheesh, all you had to say it, no, wow. And he's like, well, when you have to sit there and do this multiple times because people get stuck in these stupid costumes, you tend to get annoyed. And then he sits there and goes on, and you start to slowly get up. You start standing up now, and he says, "Can you lift your right leg?"
I try.
You lift your right leg. He's like, good. He wiggles it up, wiggles it. He pulls it off. Now your left leg.
Okay.
And he looks inside and he's like, so we're gonna have a problem.
That being.
We're gonna have to yank this one off.
Alright.
Because the spring locks are literally about to give. And if we try jiggling it like we're doing the others, it will give. So yeah, we better pray that we get it off before the spring locks go off.
Okay, then what are we waiting for?
He grabs it and literally yanks it off, and he gets it. It gets it barely off your foot when it goes off. You want the rest of that, Dad? Dad, you want the rest of that?
Okay.
Sorry, it was good. I loved it, but I'm just full. Okay, you can. Okay, you can give me your plate like real quick.
Alright,
It
so
was a
that's
piece
just
of
happened.
meat that I chewed up before. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, the spring locks went off, but you did not. It did not go off on you. And he says, now would be easy to get the jaw off. He grabs the jaw and pulls it off, and he's like, that one's fine. And he tosses it on the ground, nothing happens. He's like, now I'm gonna need you to lift your arms up.
Alright.
He grabs the suit, the body, and he starts lifting it up, and it gets caught on something. He's like, do you have anything that on you that's caught on?
I don't know.
Well, you're gonna have to take a look, because it's harder for me to look.
Alright.
You look, you look, you
English.
see, you look in,
Proceed. Proceed.
oh my gosh. You look, and you see your flashlight's caught on a spring lock.
A flashlight.
And he's like, what is it caught on?
The suit.
What part of the suit? It's caught on a spring lock.
A spring lock.
It's like, okay, I'm gonna need you to move your hand down and grab the thing and lift it up and drop it out of the suit.
Alright.
You do this. You pull it, you drop it out of the suit. He's like, okay, and he lifts the suit off. He puts it down, he hooks all the stuff back together. And he's like, so now you're out.
Yay.
Now you may want to pick up your flashlight, but I think it's broken now though.
Well, we were down here for some poor sap to find.
Okay. You hear the door shut.
Oh my god!
Freddy's like, oh really now? Bam!
This is the 5th time this week. It's only Monday.
The thing falls to the ground. And he walks out and he's like, who did that? And you see Freddy get hit and fall to the ground. But he's not destroyed, he's just knocked on the ground. He goes, ow.
What could it be?
You see the suit of Fredbear. You see the suit of Fredbear standing there. And he's holding a button.
Eat a flashlight. Yeet.
He dodges it. He presses the button, all the animatronics shut down. Puppet falls over. Including CptFluffyBunny one shuts down too. And he's like, now it's just you and me.
What do you want?
He says, I want you to get back in that suit.
No. But continue.
And he says, oh, that's not a choice.
Okay, well then what's the rest of it? You only get in the suit and then...
And then just sit there.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take a hard pass on that one.
He walks up, slaps you, and he grabs you and puts you in the suit manually. He's like, "There's no passing."
I when I get out of this, I will tear you limb from limb.
And he goes, "Oh really?" Slaps the suit.
How could this happen?
The suit moves, and it doesn't. It does not trigger anything. And he's like, interesting. Let me do it again.
No,
Slap. You feel one of the spring links about to give.
don't do this.
He says,
This is not
he
joke.
says, and he's like,
I can use deals.
and he pulls out phone. And he's like, "Oh, looks like you got the ownership of this pizzeria already, huh?"
Yes.
It's like, interesting. Then what's your deal?
Well, I was planning on fixing you up, and what? And the guy who's on the floor right there, probably right in front of you or behind you. Okay. And then I would, let you perform upstairs again.
Oh, you mean the body you mean the one where Bonnie knocked out, and while you guys were in here doing nothing, I got back up?
The one who almost murdered me, exactly.
Yeah. The one who's about to murder you now? You look back, the body's not there. And he's like, you know what? Fine. I'll take it.
Alright.
But now the only problem is you're stuck. Because this button only turns them off. The on button's missing.
So why would you not think of this beforehand?
Because they would have stopped me. I don't want to destroy them.
Okay, but then turn them off, and before coming down here, install one. Take more precise planning.
Well, I'm sorry. If I would have waited any longer, you'd been long gone. It took me a long time to...
To be honest, probably I wouldn't, because I would have to basically get this paperwork confirmed, and, court and law, so it would actually take a lot longer than you'd expect.
Puppy says, "Oh no, you don't have to worry about paperwork. Oh, you already got ownership of the pizzeria."
We also have permission to move this place into the city, and then to go find the vault, and then go and use that money to buy people to build the pizzeria there, then ship all you guys there, and then run that place there.
Oh, you don't have to worry about paperwork to get the pizzeria there. All you have to do is just sit there and build one, and they don't care. Shipping, we can deal with that. There's a big bus in the back right next to the pizzeria that had its seats removed so we can be shipped that way, and you could drive us there. And
Sure, that drive sounds like a good idea.
the big bear says, the Fred Bear one says, "Oh, and by the way, the safe is right here," and he drops a safe, which makes a shaking. We hear a snap in the suit. You hear a snap in the suit, but you hear another snap, and you notice the spring lock broke, but the spring lock broke itself. It didn't trigger. It triggered, but nothing happened. And he's like, "Ooh, are you okay?"
Yeah,
He's like, "Interesting."
it snapped. And it's interesting. I am God.
And he's like, "If you're God, then stand up quickly."
Anyway, let's get this thing off.
You have to wait till all of them activate. Tells that Bunny thing activates.
Again, hence why we plan things before.
Hence why I was in a rush. Next time I'll make sure that there's not gonna be no on button if you keep complaining.
I'm just pointing out that if you were trying to do this, you should have accounted for something. You should have made a deal to begin with.
The thing says, well, looks like no on button forever. And it said, I did make a deal. You didn't accept it.
What?
I made a deal where you helped me escape. And you never accepted it.
You stabbed me.
Because you weren't helping me.
Because they said not to trust you for a reason.
Well, you know what? Maybe next time you help someone. And they won't stab you. Anyways, they all start activating again.
I was trained.
The bunny one activates again. He goes, what the happened?
It's a long day going to happen.
He looks at it and he says, really? You got back in the suit?
I didn't get back in.
And he's like, then how did you get back in?
You're the guy in front of me.
He looks at the guy in front of you and he goes, and what what does he think he wants?
I don't know.
You were talking to him, correct?
Yeah.
What do you say?
He said that he wanted to kill me, basically. He wanted to escape. I said no because he stabbed me. And I'm here.
And he's like, so he didn't make a deal or anything?
He said, and if I freed him, he'd free me. That's it. Is it for over?
What time is it right now?
9:35.
10 o'clock?
Right.
Okay, so yeah, you're sitting there
Yeah.
and he goes, and did you accept it?
No, because he stabbed me.
And did you make a deal with him now?
Yes.
And what was the deal?
That you and him that I would fix you two up and you guys would be able to move into the new little establishment.
He goes, okay. And he presses a button, the suit comes off. And he says, it's a good thing. Because the good thing is that if someone already took it off, the good thing is all you have to do is press a button and it'll come off.
So you're meaning to tell me that no one else wore this beforehand?
No, because they don't know how to work a spring lock. Only me and the Fredbear knows. But seeing as how Fredbear ain't Fredbear right now, hey, Fredbear doesn't know. And he sits there and and it's like, so, and you get out. And he's like, the guy's like, well, the guy that's inside the Fredbear costume is like, well, I says, well, I'm gonna leave now. And And he walks out, and he walks, and you hear the suit. You hear the suit kind of open a little.
Anyway, guys, let's head back upstairs. Now the power's on. Everything should be online and ready to go.
And he's like, everyone's like, okay. They all walk back up. Towards Chica just kind of grabs your arm, just starts drag, just like basically rushing you up the stairs.
Okay.
She gets you up, and then he's like, "You okay?" She says, "Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're not hurt, are you?"
No.
It's like, good, because if you were, I would have to punish whoever did.
Okay. Actually, basically play this meme in your video, the one I just sent in Discord.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oops.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough.
Anyways, you get upstairs. She said actually that, and they all get up. The lights are on. Everything's turned on.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do now?
Well, as far as I'm aware, everything seems to be up and ready to go. I guess I'll fix up the wizards before I do anything.
Okay, you do this. They set up. They sit down on a table. You start working on them. You find new suits. You put them back together. They become the Unwithereds. And the Fredbear costume comes up and goes, "Oh, what the heck happened? All I remember is being at Fredbear's family dining. Then I woke up in a basement." And he looks up and sees the new ones. He's like, "Okay, what did I miss?"
We're gonna have to have a very, very long talk. But I will explain everything here in probably a few days.
It's like, okay.
Or you know what? You can ask the other spring blondie model. I don't care. Sorry, I just have stuff I need to go do.
And he was like, Spring Bonnie. He's like, brother, what happened? And then Spring Bonnie's like, so we got replaced. We got thrown in the basement. Someone got inside your suit and was taking control of you. And the guy is out. We don't know where he went. And yeah, we basically brought out to date. I've been trapped down there for quite some time. So have you. But now that we're gonna be able to perform now. He's like, yay.
Yay. Alright. So I need to go over to Mingle. Next stop on the fixing train until we get to the next station.
Okay, you do this. You walk over to Mangle. Mangle looks up at you and goes, "What do you want?"
And Mary fixes you.
And she's like, yo, sure. No one fixes me, and the company got tired of fixing me, so why would you fix me?
Because I want to.
She says, fine then, good luck.
Alright. It's gonna be a lot harder than expected.
She sits down on a table. And I can tell, but this is for a meme, but I can probably tell this is what how your brain is going. Give me a second, I have to find it. This is probably what your brain is doing.
Just about.
Foxy's just sitting there doing this, just while you're doing that. He's just sitting there doing that.
Okay, calm down, buddy.
He's like, oh, alright, I'm calm. I'm just doing it to pass time. And he's sitting there and he goes back to just eating, And Bonnie's like, oh my gosh, Foxy, that's annoying.
Fix.
You get her back to normal. You get her back to normal, but something doesn't seem right.
Hmm.
Her ears where her tail should be, and her tail's where her ear should be.
Let me just fix that real quick.
You pop it off. You put the ear back where it is, and somehow you changed her hand to where her tail should be, and her tail's now her hand.
How do I even do that? Okay, I take your hand up, I put it to the side, and I put the tail where the tail should be.
Okay, you put the hand to the side of her, and you put the tail to where her tail should be, but her arm's missing her hand.
Now that I don't have anything else to worry about, I shall put the hand back on.
You put the hand back on, but it seems to be backward.
Ow!
It's like flipped upside down.
I turn it upside.
She's like, "Oh, don't worry, I can fix it." And goes, "Chink," and twists it back around, twists it back, and it's back to normal. And she goes, "How do you mess up like that?"
I honestly have no idea.
I guess you thought too much.
I probably did. Alright. Now we just need to find a way for it to make it so you're not a break apart and put back together toy.
She goes, "Maybe not put me in Kids Cove,
Yeah, that makes sense.
or make a rule not to touch the animatronics."
Did they? Wasn't that like rule number one in the like literally here before it was?
No. Mango was put in Kids Cove so the kids could play with her.
Alright, well, we'll just have it so no animatronics can be touched unless they request access, unless they have access to.
Okay, and then she walks off.
Alright.
Do you, what do you gonna walk out the room, back out of the Kids Cove?
Yeah.
You walk back out of Kids Cove. You see Toy Chica sitting there staring at Mango, just staring at her.
Alright, time to go and fix Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. I think that should be the last things I need to fix.
You walk over to Fredbear and Spring Bunny. They're sitting there talking. They look at you like, "What'd you want?"
I'm here to fix you.
He says, "Oh, okay."
Yes.
Yes. You start to fix Fredbear, and as you start trying to fix Fredbear, his jaw falls down off.
So tell me that that's not good. Also, you should probably replace you got so you don't have spring locks.
And as you're doing that, you notice Fredbear's eyes start rolling back into his head, and he falls over.
Do you guys need these things to live?
Spring Bunny is like, "No, we don't. We can technically live. We can live without our job." He may need a new suit and an AI system.
Okie dokies.
I did see a golden suit, though.
Yes, I did see that on the way here as well.
Here, I'll go get it. He walks into the parts of service. He comes dragging a golden bear out.
Oh?
He opens the thing, and he's like, "Yep, there's an AI system in here." Takes off the suit, bottom drawer and everything, takes out the AI system, and he plugs the AI system into Fredbear, takes off the suit, puts the suit back on, and he's like, "Now the only problem is, it's broken. We have to find extra parts for the suit."
Well, we're basically in a storage place filled with it, so...
And he looks around, and he's like, Do you have any parts of storage rooms? Or service rooms, or...
I don't know about storage rooms, but we have the place that you guys are trapped down in. Apparently they have a lot of stuff for older models.
Huh. I'll go check. He walks out, goes down. He comes back holding a ear and a thing that's all required for it. But then he comes back also dragging something else upstairs.
Looks fine.
He said, I found a different thing down there.
What do you mean by a different thing?
There's a suit down there that I found. It's purple. And he tosses it in. It looks like the golden bear, but it's purple, and it looks shadowy. But it's not see-through or anything.
It's probably fine.
Withered Freddy's staring at it, intently. Unwithered Freddy.
Unwithered Freddy, you okay, good?
He's like, I've seen that suit before.
You okay, Holmes?
He's like, yeah, I've seen that suit before.
Huh.
I believe that name of that robot is Purple Freddy. But why is it doing here?
You know, he just found it down there when I told him to go find some new parts.
He walks up to it and he reaches down, he presses the nose, and starts. You hear a startup noise, and then you hear. And then you see the suit start moving.
Ah.
One sec. You hear whispering.
That's a hard pass.
So basically you do this, but set the words. You do what the words say.
Yep.
It starts. You hear something that you start hearing. You hear the whisper sing something like you're in danger.
Oh, what?
And it doesn't say stop. It just stops at that. It says warning, system overheating, warning.
Dang it.
This Freddy goes thunk on the head, and it stops doing the warning. It says systems booting up. It says property of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Company. Model name Shadow Freddy. And you see, then you hear it say error. You hear it say error. 1987 error. System starting up.
Huh.
Fredbear, you see the Fredbear start like it's in fear now. Fredbear seems to be scared.
Hey, when did you get up?
A couple seconds ago.
Huh. Neat.
Okay, we'll pause it there. Well, I'll talk to you guys. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.